Hello, I am Sarah.
I am Rick Bass.
We are True Finco, and each week we get on here and talk about another one of our amazing funding programs. We own an all-inclusive finance company. We have some incredible programs, and really we just want to get on here and
Just talk.
And show the human side of funding and show you how fun it can be, and doesn't have to be stressful at all.
And we're not stuffy bankers either.
No, we are not. We actually live on a farm.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of see it behind us. This week, we are going to talk about my favorite funding program, which is our private investor, private equity program. And you know I get very excited.
You are very excited about this. I can't wait to listen.
I am very passionate about it. This is my opportunity to help people's dreams come true. And I know that sounds super cheesy, but it is. With our finance company, we have some incredible funding programs, but there was always those clients that kind of fell through the cracks. You know, they had these great startup companies, pre-revenue, that had the potential to make, you know, sometimes hundreds of millions, but they just didn't have the capital they needed to get going. And they didn't fit into the traditional funding box.
Or they needed a lot of funding.
Yeah, they needed a lot, and it wouldn't make sense for you know, traditional or even alternative lenders. So about 6 months ago, my wishes came true, and we partnered with this incredible group of investors, and it has just opened up the doors to so many. What I really love is that it's worldwide, and it funds from 1 to 100 million, and there's no restrictions on industries. So
it could be startups, it can be inventions, it could be new ideas, it could be existing businesses. Absolutely. They'll look at anything.
And that's what makes it so unique. You know, we'd worked with different VC firms before, and to be honest, they're narrow in their scope and they don't communicate with you. I'd send them projects, I'd never hear back, and it was just really defeating. And I just thought, how does anybody get any help? Hence, that's why we found this group and felt like we hit the jackpot. So this particular group is made up of over 900 private investors. They are all retired military officers. It's a group that's been around for 15 years. And in that amount of time, I don't even know how many hundreds of thousands of submissions they've gotten, but they've funded at nearly a 60% rate, which that's even better than some of our
Especially
programs.
when you're talking in the millions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, 1 out of 6 deals, you know, or 6 out of 10 deals.
6 out of 10. It's amazing. And they fund that range, 1 to 100 million. That's pretty broad range, right? They'll come in at 100%, so nothing out of your pocket. You don't have to make a down payment, anything like that. And since it is equity, they do debt. Most people choose the equity portion. You know, you're not having that loan payment 30 days after starting. Really remarkable program, super easy, straightforward submission process. You don't have to go in front of 900 investors yourself. Instead, you put together a 7-page executive summary. It gets submitted to the group. That's when the fun begins. What I really love about it is you're not left in the dark. So after being in the program for 3 weeks, you'll get a weekly email update letting you know how many investors have reviewed the project. And in my mind, it's not meant to be defeating. It's just letting you know, hey, some progress is being made. So all the investors, you know, it is a very popular program. They have 240 days to review your project. So yes, that is quite a significant amount of time, but if I was asking for $100 million with nothing out of my pocket, I don't know about you, I'd be willing to wait.
Give me a little time.
Yeah.
Well, you know, these guys are going to come in 100%. They're going to take a 10 to 30% equity stake out. And the great thing is they don't really want to have anything to do with day-to-day operations, right? So like we always tell people, you know, if you guys want to paint that building purple, then paint it purple. These guys don't care. They want to play golf. You know, they're there just to invest. And of course, they can be bought out at any time. So that 10 to 30% equity stake doesn't really necessarily have to stay. Once your business starts growing, you want to do it on your own, buy these guys out, and now you've got a business of your own.
It is amazing. And you know, we've had such a broad range of projects submitted, and I love it because I get exposed to people worldwide, but so many different incredible projects that just shows the creativity of people, right? And the fact that they're so resilient, you know, despite what's going on in the world, they're wanting to push forward and come up with these great things. I mean, I won't get into some of the specifics, but we've had some incredible things, medical, advancements that are life-changing, incredible companies, incredible inventions, and it's been really fun for me to watch and get to know these individuals, because I know someday they're going to be famous and their projects are going to be gigantic, and I'll be able to say I played a part in that, and what could feel better than that, right? And that's my favorite part of this job. Sure, I love funding, I love helping people, but being able to be a part of someone's journey is amazing. And a lot of these people are frustrated, they don't know where to turn. And so I get to tell them, we will help you. We will help you get your project in. We have this great group that will look at it, and there is a good chance it could get funded. It's just
it's kind of like if you think about Shark Tank, it's Shark Tank on steroids,
yes,
guys.
Exactly.
Pretty much what it is.
But with more than just, what is it on there? 6 people?
Yeah.
6 people. There's over 900, right? So you have 900 chances. And granted, every investor has their own interests, right? I'm sure there's some that love medical inventions. There's some that love mining.
We got marijuana.
Right. So, it really it depends. So I just think, it depends. The right investor has to see your project at the right time. And yes, they have a lot of projects, but they'll get through them. By the time they reach out to you, they'll have done all their due diligence, any market research, any background checks, all of that they'll do. So when they call you, they are ready to go.
They've done their background. They know what they're getting into.
Yeah. So
it just has to make sense.
It's a great program.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'd love to help you. We have all the guidelines for that 7-page submission. We can help you with that. I'll tell you how the process works. Get started. Reach out to us. You can schedule a call with myself or even Rick. Rick handles these as well. And we'll go over the basics with you. And we have an outline of kind of what that executive summary, what it needs to contain. We even have someone that can do it for you should you want to pay somebody, because you think about it, this is your only opportunity for these investors to see you. So you want to make it count. You want to make it good.
To be in front of those sharks.
Absolutely. So we start with that. From there, we have a call with the program administrator. He's reviewed your project. He goes over the ins and outs of the program, answers all your questions. After that, if you decide you want to move forward, there is only one expense, and it is fully refundable. It's a $600 administrative fee that comes with a written guarantee that if after 240 days, all of the investors have reviewed your project and no one's going to fund it, you get that refunded. And if for any reason during that 240 days you're like, I'm done, you can have it refunded as well.
Then what's the risk?
Well, the beautiful part too, what I also love, there's no risk. The other part, you are not committed to just working with them. You can be looking for funding elsewhere. So I just look at this as one other chance for you, right?
Right. It's going to cost you $600.
That's it. That's it. 600 to get 100 million. That's a pretty good investment in my mind.
I think so. I'd do it.
And so once your project is submitted, after 3 weeks, you'll start getting a weekly email update letting you know where you are and
how many investors have looked at it.
Yes.
How many have denied it.
And then you just want that magic phone call
right.
when they call you ready to fund. So just a really great program. It's very unique. I've never heard of anything like it.
It's definitely needed.
It's definitely needed because there's a lot of great projects out there that just need someone to believe in them, to fund them and see that vision. And I wish it was us. I wish we had that kind of money at this point. Someday that's our goal. But it's incredible. It's empowering, and it's just amazing. So I invite any of you, with a project, with a dream, with a company, whatever it might be, where you're just needing that infusion, that investor, to give this program a try. What's the risk? $600 that's fully refundable. That's it.
It's a 15-minute phone call with us.
Yeah. Or less or more.
Depending on how many questions you got. Yeah, it's a 7-page executive summary, no more. Really just send it over. Let us get it to the guys that has the money, and see if we get you funded or your clients.
That's about it. I think we covered it. That's about it. So join us each week. We will cover a different funding program. You're welcome to reach out to us. You can email us directly. You can access our website, but we're always here to help and really just get on here to show you the human side of funding and let you know there is a whole other world of funding out there besides going to the bank. And we love being part of it.
We're not stuffy bankers.
Thanks a lot and have a great